this title is not clickbait. My dietitian has blocked me. So hello, welcome to a vlog.
I'm Captain Morgan.
You're Captain Morgan.
Yep.
Water is to die for, literally.
You know she said, I gotta get this bit about water in here. Why are they, I mean, yes, please drink water, but like, I have never heard anybody more than Amberlynn and Chantel in my life talk about how important water is to losing weight. Like it's some magical weight loss drug. It's water.
If you're worried about your weight but you don't count calories, split your food in half. It's a very common trick. I actually am a dietitian. So weird. Like, a lot of people tell me to see a nutritionist. I feel like I got sauce splattered on my cheek. A lot of people tell me to see a nutritionist, and I actually saw one when I was 16, and I only went to 3 meetings. I remember this vividly. And one of the things that she did tell me, 2 little weird mindful tricks, was cut all your food in half and eat on a blue plate. I'm like, what? I guess supposedly the color blue makes you eat less. Who knows? But I mean, it's been working for me. I'm not gaining any weight. And like, there's been a few times where I posted on Snapchat where I'm just like, hey, I'm out to eat, or just like showing me out to eat, and people are freaking out. Little baby changes. Little baby steps. Actually had a dietitian reach out to me. It was the other day, and she wants to help me, and I think that's amazing. So yay. We have some spaghetti. But this year, I'm noticing a decline in my inspiration for YouTube videos, aka let's eat spaghetti on camera. A lot of people say, show us nature, go take a walk. As pathetic as this sounds, I am currently incapable. I got diet soda. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna be eating, obviously. We have a spicy sandwich. Okay. Oh my god. And no, I'm not a troll. Oh my god, that's like a new thing. Amberlynn's trolling. I've come in the middle of all my trolling. Okay, yes, I troll. Whatever. Trollin has entered the chat. Trolling is fucking fun, okay? Like, I am obsessed with being the troll queen. Like, literal trollin entered the chat. Next comment is from Tedinator Cruz. Who else here legitimately believes that Amberlynn will end up bedbound? So, funny story is... What?
I knew that.
It's the diabetes.
That's the diabetes.
Whatever. So, yeah, I have a dietitian now, and I want to talk about it more in a video, more of like plot points, what she's helping me with, and what she told me to do. So, I know a lot of people are going to be like, Oh my god, that dietitian don't know what she's doing, because when I saw the doctor, like everyone thought I was like going to a doctor in like a back alley. I don't even know. I don't even want to get into that. Okay, so. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm like ready. I'm hungry. Okay. And now let's read comments for my newest video, which I know is gonna be harsh, but I have grown to have some tough skin, let me tell you. And I'm actually very proud of myself for that. So the last video I uploaded was the spaghetti mukbang. That just went up today, a few hours ago. So first comment I see is from Madison Mukbang, and she says, "Stop it, get some help." I'm happy that's actually the first comment I see, because I have a dietitian, y'all. As I eat this. Yeah. As I eat this. So, you guys have been telling me, get help, get a dietitian. Why don't you have a dietitian? You have a therapist, why don't you have a dietitian? You've been to the doctor, why don't you have a dietitian? You have money, why don't you have a dietitian? You're fat, why don't you have a dietitian? I have one now. I hope no one clicked out of this video yet. But anyways, yeah, I want to talk to you guys more about the whole dietitian thing. I am so happy I finally have one. So now people can stop saying that. No, that's not the only reason why. But it's just, I really needed someone to tell me what to do. Because sometimes you get so lost in like what everyone else is telling you to do, you forget what you really should do for yourself or whatever. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. I kind of feel like I look like a grandma today.
Two weeks later.
This title is not clickbait. My dietitian has blocked me. It is going to be a story time about my dietitian, and I need you guys to buckle your seats, get some popcorn, do whatever you do, because I'm just like shooketh.
Buckle my seat. Let me buckle my seat. I don't know how do you do that, because normally I think you buckle your seatbelt, but I'm buckling my seat. I'm ready.
I'm gonna be reading some messages and doing a little bit of a backstory to kind of get you guys to understand. But no, there will be no name dropping. I'm not going to be saying her name. I'm not going to be saying her anything. Instagram name, nothing. Like, it doesn't need to be said, because I don't want people to find her, attack her, find her, or be like, good job, you know, or anything. Like, no one needs to know who she is. So I'm just gonna kind of start with the very beginning. I was on Instagram one day, but I mean, who isn't? Like, everyone has an Instagram, and I get a lot of messages on there. Obviously I don't reply to every single one, because I do get a lot, but I do read every single one. So if you want to message me on Instagram, go for it. I get a message from someone, and this is what it says. "Hey, I have been following your journey for a while in full support. I'm a dietitian and live in Kentucky. If you ever need help, I'm here for you. I know you had issues finding one in the past. I can come to you or just chat anytime if you need." So when I saw that, because I have had people fake being companies, just faking who they were. I've had this happen so many times before. You can ask Becky, she's been there to see it all. So I went to her Instagram, because that's what I do. If you're gonna tell me you're someone, I'm gonna go check that ish out, and I'm gonna see if you're being honest with me. So I went to her Instagram, and she was 100% being honest. Her whole feed is her. She's absolutely beautiful. You can tell she's fit and she eats healthy. And one of the photos was actually her with her certificate. She was considered like an RD dietitian. I don't really know. I don't know code words. I don't know like the actual wording for this. But she was legally a dietitian. So I replied and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. I love all the advice you can give. I said that because I was like, oh my god, this is like so amazing, because I have been wanting a dietitian for so long, and it's just like everywhere in Kentucky that I've tried to find one, it didn't work out, or I couldn't find one. So it's just been a mess. And she just replied and said, yay, so happy to hear that. So I said, what advice do you have for me? And she sent a whole paragraph and she said, well, it's hard to spot random advice just based off of your videos. I know just about everyone leaves whatever diet recommendation on the comments of your videos, so you get plenty of that. In general, I always encourage my clients to take baby steps and find what works for them. The right diet for anyone is a diet that works for them. I generally like to see a food diary for week of eating and base any advice and steps to start taking based off of that. If you aren't feeling that, I'd be happy to just send some great evidence based on nutrition articles and info sheets to you that you have food lists and diet plans. I said, oh yeah, I'd love to see the articles. Do you recommend I calorie count? She said, I do. Choosing more healthy and whole foods is great and all, but weight loss is all that matters when starting from a bigger size. The rest will come with time. Weight Watchers is a little iffy just because it does give you 0 points for a lot of foods, which isn't great for people with a history of overeating. My biggest piece of advice is not to feel like you have to hit your calorie minimum every day. It's okay to be under your limit some days. Starvation mode is not a true thing. 2,500 to 3,000 calories would be a good range for you to lose weight. Steady, but still shows progress. This ain't gonna work. I replied with, so what kind of foods should I be eating? Can I be your client, or how does that work? Can't wait to hear back from you. I wanted this to be a little bit more professional. I didn't want it to seem like two friends just messaging each other, giving advice. I wanted to be her client. I thought I was gonna have to pay for it, which I was totally fine with. I was totally okay with that, but I wanted to figure out how this was gonna work. She replied with, it can work however you want. I can meet with you in person, or we can continue to just text/chat, whatever support you need. I'll get some info sent over to you tomorrow on food lists/example diets and whatnot. I'll try to start working on it today. My Fridays tend to be busy at work though. Since I offer my services and want to help, I'll keep this all free of charge. Do you have an email or something to send over packets? Don't think it will work over Instagram DM. I sent her my email and she said, let me know if you need anything in the meantime. I think it was, yeah, a few hours later, I said, would it be easier to text? I never give my number out, so this would be weird for me, LOL. I'm gonna have to trust you with it. I'm assuming I'm now your client and you're my dietitian, so this is professional, I would say, because I wanted this to be professional. I did not want it to, like I said, to just be some random person. Well, it really is random, but when you physically go to a dietitian, that's also random. This person's a stranger to you. So I just wanted to make this as legit as possible. And she said, yep, confidentiality is extremely important. Anything you say is just between me and you. But my response was, this doesn't have to be professional. I'm in need of help and you're a dietitian. So it's perfect. I'm just grateful you're willing. When do you think you can email me the packets? So the reason why I said that this doesn't have to be professional is because I didn't want to scare her away. I really was appreciating her help, because sometimes when you're in dire need, you'll go to great lengths, and this was just a stranger to me, but it seemed like she really knew what she was talking about.
I'm very confused. That's a mixed message, because Homegirl just said that she wanted to keep this professional, and then she just sent this message to this dietitian that said it doesn't have to be professional. Girl, what? You are sending a large variety of mixed ass messages, and I'm confused.
I think it was the next day, and she said, hey, I sent an email to you with all the general nutrition guidelines just a moment ago. And I said, and this is what you're telling me I should go by. She said, I think it's good stuff to implement into your daily life. Completely overhauling your diet isn't feasible and will just be causing binging from experience. For now, I would recommend just looking over everything and see if you have any questions/concerns, see if any of it seems doable. I said, here's an example of something that I know I will do. If I'm doing a 2,400 calorie diet, am I allowed to eat Burger King? Am I allowed to go out to restaurants? I've gotten so accustomed to living that lifestyle that even when I'm counting calories, I'll find a way to eat there. Advice? Thoughts? So I asked her this because that is something that I do. If I am counting calories and allowing myself to eat pretty much in moderation, or just kind of like whatever I want, I will choose fast food or restaurants over cooking at home. So since I now had a dietitian at my hands who seemed very, very patient and helpful, and like she knew what she was talking about. I really wanted to know, was this okay? So she said, I would try limiting eating out. For example, if you eat out 5 times a week, try to make it 4. Or if you eat out daily, try to skip a day. Small steps like that. But for now, if you can really get into your calorie limit, do it. Go out to eat, but pay attention to the calories. Completely cutting it out will just lead to cheat days, which tend to cycle out of control for most people. So yes, go out to eat. Make sure to pay attention to the calories. So that's exactly what I said to you guys in a video where I was like, my dietitian said I can eat out still, I can eat whatever I want, just stay under my calories. And everyone's like, you're a liar, you're crazy. No dietitian would say that, but she really did. And I replied with, thanks so much for the advice. I'm going to be sharing this with YouTube that I finally found a dietitian. I will never say who, I'll never say your name or anything like that, completely personal. I'm just hoping people will see that by keeping in contact with you and asking all the necessary questions that I really am going to try to do this. I don't even know. I don't even want to get into that. I said, okay, awesome. My FitnessPal is great. I've used it plenty before. How often should I weigh myself? She said, as long as you're on track, once or twice a week is ideal. Weighing daily can make you feel down if you're not losing every single day, which doesn't happen just from natural fluctuations. You just have to trust the process. I love nutrition because your body won't lie. If you count your calories honestly, you will lose weight no matter what. It's all science. People tend to underestimate how much they eat and get angry about not losing weight, but it just always means you're eating more than you think. That's why tracking every bite is so important. Like, I have been in the 490s forever, it feels like, and it's just like my body won't let me lose more weight. Like, I feel like I'm just like self-sabotaging. You know what? I don't even know what that means. People are always talking about like self-sabotage, like addicts do it.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Because I actively woke up today because it is Sunday and I said, you know what? The Lord is telling me to eat what I want and it's his day today.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, I'm just actively making the choice. Like, I'm not on track today. Like, it's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I'm gonna get back on track. Like, will I be continuing Weight Watchers or doing something else? I said, can you give me an example of what I should eat? Or do I just eat whatever right now while counting calories? I feel like she tells me things and then I kind of re-ask it in like a different way because that's just the type of person I am. She said, eat what you want while counting calories. That's going to be the most manageable. There's no reason to try and stick to a completely new way of eating so early on. And that's exactly what I told you guys. And then I was like, okay, I'm actually going to start tomorrow, not Monday. So I was proud of myself that I was going to jump on that bandwagon even before Monday comes along.
Tomorrow for sure.
I have a dietitian, y'all. And she goes, I know you previously lost a good chunk of weight, so you at least know what you're doing. These rolls down the famous 89 lbs. How many calories were you eating then? And I kind of opened up to her about something that I haven't really shared with you guys, and I guess you're gonna find out now. But I said I didn't really count calories. But looking back now, in the very beginning, it was probably no more than 900 calories a day. This was 8 years ago. I knew absolutely nothing about nutrition or calories. And when I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do. And she said, yeah, that's not ideal, but definitely quick weight loss. Just know that going under your daily calories will be fine. Starvation mode is a myth, and if you aren't particularly hungry or haven't hit your limit and it's late, just stop there. No reason to hit every day. I recommend aiming for 2,500. Restaurant food almost always has more calories than they say, so aiming a little lower is better to account for that. So I said, when eating out, should I automatically add 100 more calories on something? She said, honestly, yes, that would be a lot more accurate. And then she asked me, are you active at all right now? If you're not, 2,500 calories will be better for you until you get to walking around 30 minutes a day, which I definitely agree to, and that's exactly what I told you guys in my video. I said, I'm trying my hardest to be a little bit more active. I do not exercise for 30 minutes a day. That would be impossible for me right now. But I do want to start getting more steps on my Fitbit. Then I said, regards to diet soda and water advice, because I was curious. Everyone is such like a big, crazy, like diet soda is a no, diet soda is a no, it's gonna make you gain weight. But I highly disagree with that.
Do you drink water during the day? No water at all? Okay. All right. And then what are you drinking during the day?
Sodies.
Sodies.
Sody pops.
Okay. And how much do you think you drink a day?
8 to 12 a day.
8 to 12 cans? Okay. And it's regular soda?
No, it's Dad.
It's diet.
When I lost 89 pounds, I don't mean to bring this up because I know it's in the past, but I drink diet soda on the daily. I actually drank like 6 a day. And
Okay.
Our mom told us when we were younger, if we ate a sugar, you drink a Diet Coke afterwards and it'll cancel out the sugar.
Okay.
so I wanted to see what a dietitian thought. She said water and unsweet tea is the best. Crystal Lights, the no-calorie ones, are fine too. Diet soda won't make you gain weight or anything. It could just trigger a craving for sweets. As long as you're fine with handling that, go for it. But water should be your main drink. I said that's what I figured. So many people say how diet soda makes you gain weight, blah, 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 lol. And she said it absolutely does not. I was like, okay, good.
No one should be drinking 8 to 10 sodas a day. Just because it's a liquid doesn't mean it's hydrating you or good for you. There's a lot of other substances in those diet sodas that do dehydrate you and absolutely contribute to a poor overall diet and health.
I got Diet Coke. I spent $15 for this. But I will say that Diet Coke from McDonald's is liquid heaven, so oh yeah, that's totes worth $15. So this was the first day of me following everything that she told me, and I said, here's day 1. Is there anything I should be relying to you? She said, if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise no. If you ever want to send me your daily MyFitnessPal log, I can always evaluate that. So I ended up sending her my day 1 log, where I actually had Mexican food for 1 meal. I had a hot fudge sundae, I had Burger King, and I had a McDonald's frap. So very, very, very horrible foods, but I ended up only eating 2,300 calories, and this is what she said to me. Good job staying in the calorie limit. If I would make one recommendation, try to fit at least 1 fruit or vegetable into your day. I know this is one snapshot, so it doesn't represent every day, but the actual nutrient content here is very low. Great step in the right direction though. I said, yeah, eating wise, I did horrible. Calorie wise, I'm proud. Tomorrow I'll make sure to eat more veggies. And she, I don't know if you guys know, but I actually am a dietitian. We back. Okay. So I replied and I said, this was after the whole Burger King mukbang. People went crazy on it. They were just like, you shouldn't be eating this. You shouldn't be eating this. You have a dietitian. You're fat. You're going to die and all this stuff. I messaged her and I said, okay, so my new video is getting a ton of backlash. Well, all my videos do because people are indeed psycho, lol. But this one is getting the same response from pretty much everyone. You're going to die eating that Burger King. So according to what you told me, I'm allowed to eat it as long as it fits into my calories. That meal was about 1,000 calories, which left me with about 1,600 more calories for the day. What are your thoughts? She replied with, sorry, I was driving a blank for Thanksgiving. For weight loss alone, yes, that's fine. If it's in your calories and done, when considering health, yes, it's not great to eat. High in fat and sodium, which are both bad for the heart, which is especially bad if you have underlying conditions. You get checked out by the doctor yearly, right? With labs and all. Hi, my name is Amber. I don't have like insurance or anything, but I've been really wanting to see a doctor. I haven't seen one in like probably over 8 years. This is the last time I heard from her, okay? This is when we're getting into it. But this is around the time where people were going crazy in my comments. And I want you guys to know that this person, she was my dietitian, but she was also a subscriber. She was a viewer. She watched my videos and she read the comments. People were saying horrible things about, oh, Amberlynn probably doesn't have a dietitian. And if she does, her dietitian is absolutely stupid. And just saying horrible things about the information that my dietitian has given me. I feel like it got to her because this is what happened. On Thanksgiving, I sent her happy Thanksgiving and she sent me a picture of her plate and she said, happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm not being a good dietitian today. Hope your day is good. And she was just like joking around because her plate, like, because it had a bunch of Thanksgiving food on it. On the 28th, which was 6 days later, I said, would you care if I read some of our conversations in a YouTube video? There will be no name dropping or number dropping or anything like that. And the reason why I asked her that question is because I wanted to share with you guys some of the positive information and very helpful information that she has told me I wanted to share with you guys. She didn't reply. 7 hours later, I just sent her 2 question marks. I was just like, okay. So, it's been probably a week. And I said, have you decided to just no longer speak to me? I sent it and closed my phone, didn't think anything of it. So since then, it's been a few days and I just now looked at our text messages and that text didn't deliver. And usually when it doesn't deliver, it means you're blocked. So I sent her a message and I said, so you considered me your client, but now you're just ignoring me. You told me I can text you when I needed anything. If you didn't want to continue helping me, it would have been nice if you would have told me. So when I sent that text, I was like, please send. It didn't send. So she blocked me. So then I ended up going to the original Instagram and sending her that the same message, and she hasn't replied. I'm confused on why she blocked me, but honestly, the only thing I can think of, because we had great correspondence, like she was super helpful, and I was like any other client, asking for help and doing the advice that she told me. I think the one thing that really got to her was just the comments. The comments, and I don't think she wanted to be a part of that negativity. And that just really opened my eyes that I can lose anybody due to horrible comments.
7:59 a.m.
It was a typical day at the office. And by office, I mean the Federal Bureau of Investigation. But then, I got the email. It was a comment left on a YouTuber's page. A very threatening comment.
Meanwhile,
Here's the thing. Here's what Amberlynn's trying to do. Amberlynn is trying to have a scapegoat here. She realizes, maybe I shouldn't have made all these mukbang vlogmas videos, and people are giving me a hard time about it because I have a dietitian. And so now I need someone to blame. I need somebody to be there and say, it was okay for me to eat that Burger King. It was okay for me to eat that bad food, that McDonald's frap, that all the above, the Mexican, whatever.
There's people out there who want to see me miserable and want to see me alone. And honestly, sometimes you're gonna win, but sometimes you aren't. And in this case, you have won. I no longer have a dietitian. Woo! Yay! Everyone was right. Amberlynn doesn't have a dietitian. Sorry, I'm just like, I don't know. It sucks. It's whatever. I think maybe I should just go to one in person, truly try to find one, because like I said, I was trying to find one and I couldn't. Maybe I can just go to cities or towns that are farther away from me. I don't really know. I don't know. It's just unfair that people have to be so mean in the comments to create so much like weird vibes towards certain people, and it's frustrating for sure. I'm sure there's gonna be so many haters out there who are like, Amberlynn, this was your fault, you were too needy. Bish, like that's what it is. Like she was a 24/7 like dietitian, and I was just like messaging her as she messages me, and I was just like, you know, I need help. Like this is the truth, and I want you to answer the questions that I don't know the answers to, or that I think I know the answers to. She never once told me I messaged her too much or vice versa. Like it was very just like an easy flowing conversation, and she sent me large, huge paragraphs. So I feel like if I was annoying her or anything, she wouldn't have done that. But then the minute like the YouTube comments started, she completely wanted nothing to do with me. And it makes me sad for her, because it's like maybe she's hurting from said comments, but what about me? You kind of just left me in the dark. I'm just over here like, what? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's not going to be a vlog for today, obviously, because it's just me talking for however long this is going to be. This is my vlogmas for today. I'm just very upset with it, and I don't know. I don't know what to do about it besides find another dietitian. Instead of having one come to me, I'm gonna find one myself and just try a little bit harder than I did last time. But anyways, I don't know. That's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, I guess. I don't know.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I think that all of this is just classic victim Amberlynn. She really wants this to win. She wants to pass the buck on why she's not being successful in weight loss, and so she's saying there's this random internet stranger dietitian that has Instagram photos where she looks pretty and healthy and might have been holding up a certificate where she got legally certified to be a dietitian. So I'm gonna trust this stranger, a full-on stranger, and because I'm not doing well and they no longer are talking to me, I'm gonna put all of the blame on them. I'm gonna pass all the blame. Like, this person said it was okay for me to be eating this number of calories, and this person said that it was okay to eat Burger King, even though she didn't really. Like, if you listen to what Amberlynn said in the text, it's like, no. She said, you know, if you meet the calorie count, you meet the calorie count, but should you be eating Burger King if you have potential other underlying health concerns, then no, you probably shouldn't eat Burger King. So, there's that. The other thing is this nonsense about Amberlynn saying that the comments are what pushed her dietitian away. Like, no, the comments didn't. If the dietitian was somebody who actually truly followed you and subscribed to you, then the comments, they knew what they were getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been following you for quite some time now, and from almost the get-go, people have been saying mean things about you in the comments. I'm not saying that is okay, I'm not saying that that's right, but I'm saying it's there, and you built a channel around it, right? Like, you have crafted this. Anybody who follows you knows this, whether they're a supporter or not. So to think that this dietitian left because of that is kind of silly and naive. We don't know what you showed or read or didn't read from those text messages, right? Like, you could have omitted anything you wanted, and we just have to trust you because you're the one that's giving the information. So no, I don't believe that your dietitian blocked you because of the comments on YouTube or your YouTube videos. Plus, you even said that you had texts back and forth with her about how mean the comments were. She knows what they are. She's not dumb, I'm guessing. I don't know. Amberlynn, it's ridiculous. I don't feel bad for you. You got duped by some stranger on the internet. You tried to pass it off because the first thing you wanted to do, the first chance you got to put it in people's face that, oh, look at me, I'm getting a dietitian, you did it, not really knowing or having ever met a dietitian before in real life. And then when people push back on you, you had to pass the blame to somebody. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. I think it's all a load of hooey. A hooey, patooey, malarkey. I'm over it, man. Absolutely over it. See you later, smell you later.
Meanwhile,
Hello, I'm FBI Special Agent Frank, and I was the one who took this delinquent YouTube commenter to justice. We knew that tracking him down wasn't going to be difficult, but it turned out tracking down Amberlynn Reid was the really tricky part. We didn't have any of her contact information, her address. So we were able to contact her ex-girlfriend's sister, though.
1 hour later.
Hey, Amberlynn Reid. Glad we were able to finally track you down. Had a hard time getting in touch with you, but I want to let you know that this guy is not going to be a problem for you anymore. We were able to track him down, found his address. I'm actually sitting outside his house right now. Just want to let you know that we got it under control, and we're on your side. Also, wanted to congratulate you on your subscriber count on YouTube. It's very impressive.
4 to 6 weeks later.
And what we are eating today is Singapore rice noodle, which is so freaking good. This is what it looks like. I want to eat on a plate though.
Today, I'm eating a dish called Singapore noodles, Singapore rice noodles. Here that is, but I just like a plate moment. I just like a plate moment.
Oh my gosh.
Is this high enough? Okay, I feel like that's better, don't you? Don't you think that's better? It's gonna be perfect.
You guys can find it at your Chinese restaurant. It's rice noodle. It's like a curry base. There's onion, shrimp, bell pepper, pork, just deliciousness. Oh yeah, and chicken. I'd much rather have it without the meat. I don't mind the meat too much, but I wouldn't say the meat is exactly my favorite. So let's dive in.
I got the vegetarian kind. I don't really even like vegetables, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm sure I could have just gotten meats in it, but I also do like vegetables, so it's whatever. But these are the Singapore rice noodles. I just want to take a bite and try it before I tell my crazy story. You're never going to believe it. Do you think they make this with meat? Like, I really like meat, but I went with the veggie version instead.
Absolutely amazing. Okay. Story time. Wait, that bell pepper was so good.
The thing is so I got this story. It's so crazy. This story is basically like, well, here's what you gotta know. I don't get bothered. I don't get bothered by YouTube comments. Like, you can say whatever you want about me. You can call me a frail yet slightly overweight elderly lesbian. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna giggle. But sometimes there's just like a comment occasionally here or there. And it was probably like back in October, November. There's this one person on my YouTube videos.
Last October or November, I was simply just skimming through the comment section of my YouTube, and I usually get a lot of people saying mean things to me, and none of it has ever like made me feel any sort of way. Nothing scares me, nothing like that. It all just makes me feel like uncomfy. But there was one that I remember reading that kind of like was like, this is how all scary movies start.
They just kept commenting.
It was saying how they know where I live. They said they live nearby, like this whole thing. And I remember reading it and being like, excuse me? I actually took a screenshot of it.
Okay, I took a screenshot and I was like, I gotta show this to Noel. I gotta show this to my friend Shay. Gotta show this to my friend Lauren. Gotta show this to my friend Willow. Gotta show this to my mom.
This is the only time I've ever done this, like actually been kind of like scared of a comment. Well, as I'm taking screenshots and stuff and sending them, I remember I sent it to Becky, a couple other friends of mine. I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? So I guess some of you, so I want to say thank you, actually found that comment and was scared by it as well, because dun, 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 I get a message on Instagram from my ex's sister and said, the FBI showed up for you. She sent me a picture of like the card that the FBI gave her. The FBI said, contact her because we need to talk to her. I was terrified.
Like, that's so wild to me. That's so crazy. This is so good. So good. So yeah, so I took a screenshot and it was like moments later, Noel's brother's ex-girlfriend's brother sent me a DM on Instagram. And they were like, listen, Zach, this FBI agent, oh my god, that's a mushroom. I'm a texture person. Do you see that? I'm a texture person. I do not like mushroom. I should have asked, it's like I could have asked for them to not put mushroom in it, but it's fine. It's fine. I can eat like one or two before I just like don't eat it anymore. That's fine.
Shrimpy. Yeah. The shrimp tastes amazing, but I very much am a texture person, and the texture of shrimp, I've slowly realized that I'm hating it more and more. So like, here's another piece of shrimp. I could have a few pieces and that's like it. Then it just makes me feel sick. But it's like the first few bites, I'm like, okay, that tastes good.
So yeah, so they messaged me and they're like, Zach, this FBI agent just stopped by my house looking for you. And so I was like, wow, that's kind of scary. Like, I thought it was super spooky. Like, so spooky. If you've never been in that situation, it puts you in a, like, place of mind that, like, you've never been before. Like, your mentals are in a whole different place you've never been before.
I had a panic attack because I had to sit there and think of my life. I was like, literally, did I do something that I don't remember that I did? Like, honestly, I was so terrified. I was like, what is happening? I don't know why, but the FBI didn't know I lived here. That's fair.
So I'm thinking, like, oh my god, did I do something once upon a time? Like, did I do something bad that I forgot about? Because I remember all the bad shit I've done, let's be honest. I've done a lot of bad shit and I remember, but I was like, I've never gotten in trouble. So is there something I forgot about that I did that, like, got me in trouble? Like, that the FBI's looking for me?
Obviously, immediately, I end up calling the number that is on the FBI guy's FBI card. I was so scared. Some woman picked up and she was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna call the FBI guy, Frank.
I answered the call. Yes, she told me her name and, you know, I of course instantly knew who she was. I had been told that an Amberlynn Reid would be calling. She's a very important client, a very important case.
I guess, like, this FBI agent left a card with Noel's brother's ex-girlfriend's brother to, like, get in touch with me. So I was like, okay, like, kind of weird. Like, I've met you once. I'm not sure why they went to you and not me, but that's fine. Like, let me reach out to this person. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out what's going on. Like, obviously something happened. I gotta figure this out. And so I call, and I guess, well, so let's give this FBI agent a name. Like, let's call him Frank.
You know, I could tell how nervous she was on the phone, and unfortunately I'm not at liberty to give out any information to these people. All I can do is say that I will be contacting, you know, the FBI agent, Frank, directly, and I will be making sure that he gets in contact with her as soon as possible, which, you know, again, of course, I knew that he would.
Why not? So Frank was like out of the office or something, and she was like, I can give him a call like on his personal cell phone to get like a hold of you. And in my head I was like, why does she want to like bother him on his personal phone instead of just like leaving him a message? Like, what did I do?
Okay, so I guess Frank was not in the office or something. He must have been working from home, COVID, something or another. And so his receptionist is there, and she's like, I'm sorry, but Frank isn't here right now. Okay, well, isn't he an FBI agent? Like, I was like, man, like, I'm not very patient. I'm not a patient person. And he, like, left a card for me, Zachary Michael. Like, it's gotta be pretty important if you're leaving a card for me. And it's just like, I get anxiety about these things, you know? I get anxious when I think I'm in trouble, so I'm just like, I need to talk to him now. Like, is there a way? And she's like, actually, he gave me his explicit permission to just share his personal cell phone number. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give that to you. And if you don't hear from him, give him a call. And so it's like, literally I hung up, and it wasn't 45 seconds later, she somehow managed to get in touch with Frank, talk to him on the phone, and have him call me all within 45 seconds. Like, can you believe how quick that happened?
Why does she want to like bother him on his personal phone instead of just like leaving him a message? Like, what did I do? Oh, so scared. I was like, what is the promptness of this? Like, why do they want to talk to me this bad? So I said, thank you. Yes, call him if you want, like, whatever. And I'm a very patient person, but like situations like this, I don't have patience. I was like, oh my God, I need to know, like, what is happening? Just imagine the FBI trying to contact you guys. Like, it puts you in a headspace that you didn't even know, like, you had. So it wasn't even 45 seconds after I hung up with the receptionist, Frank called me. I said, Frank, man, you done scared me.
So like I was like, wow, okay, this must be pretty serious because it was 45 seconds. Like, I don't know. So immediately I answered the phone and I'm like, what did I do? What did I do?
Oh, okay. It wasn't like that.
I mean, this is what he's telling me y'all reported, because he said y'all were in my comments, you saw it, you took a screenshot, and you said, we gotta let the FBI know about this.
No. Immediately, he said, you are not in trouble. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Turns out, y'all, the FBI is actually on my side.
Okay. So yeah, it's fascinating because, like, if y'all didn't realize, the FBI has my back. They have my back. Like, the FBI is actually on my side.
I never thought that, like, cops or the FBI even remotely would care about some YouTuber online. But turns out that a lot of people reported that very comment that I saw. And I guess they reported it to, like, authorities, like, even higher than, like, just reporting it to YouTube.
And I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? And I just want to assure you all, like, Frank was like, listen, you did absolutely nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. In fact, you're perfect. You're an angel. I couldn't imagine you ever doing anything wrong. You're good. You're good. I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, well, I'm good then. I'm good. Like, why did you want me then? Like, why would you want to talk to me if I wasn't in trouble? And he actually let me know that a lot of people had actually, that you remember that comment I screenshotted? A lot of people actually had reported that to, like, not even just YouTube. Like, they went above YouTube. They went like all, like, to the top.
The FBI ended up seeing it. Like, Frank was like, oh my God, like, complimenting me on my following and stuff.
I know, he brought up, he was like, I'm really impressed by your following. Like, it's so amazing that you have so many great subscribers, people looking out for you, and just so many subscribers, period. Like, you have a great following. I was like, sir, are you like flirting with me? Are you like trying to flatter me? Like, this is really cute. But I didn't say that at the time.
But guess what? So they took that comment very seriously. They did a whole IP address, like, tracked him. Oop.
I just want to make sure I was safe. So I was like, wow, thank you so much. And he's like, listen, We have some, like, you think that stuff on, like, Law and Order and CSI and all of that's fake. Like, we can track IP addresses to the exact location that a person lives, and we can get their name, their number, their information, their medical history, their DNA history. We can get it all. Their genetics, whatever you want, Zach, we can get it. And I know, listen. Ooh.
Okay, I'm not going to say who the person is that left that comment, but it is a guy, and I know his full name. I know where he lives. So they were like worried for me. They were like, do you know this guy? I said, nope, never heard of him. So I don't know. I think it's pretty neat that, like, if there is like a fear that I have from a YouTube comment or a message, Frank is there. He said, call me anytime. If you ever feel threatened or anything like that. I don't know. I've never talked to the FBI before.
I might have said too much, but I do know who this person is. I've seen their Facebook now. I can point you to their Facebook. I know who they are. I know where they live, their name, their everything. Okay, I don't like know them, but I know them. Okay, I could tell you if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that.
So I thought that was like literally the craziest thing. Like, they were really truly worried about my safety, and I don't know, I felt like really safe for a minute there. I just had to share that with you guys. It's so weird. I don't know. I think I'm just like really overly grateful. Like, when it happened, this happened like, I know it's been like over a month, maybe 2 months. I don't really know. But when it happened, I was so scared at the beginning. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, what did I do? But it turns out I didn't do anything. They were actually just there for me. I don't know.
Justice was served. At the end of the day, I was able to go to bed calmly, knowing that Amberlynn Reid was safe and that I was able to do my job. We had to take down one of the haters today, but she got a new subscriber out of me. So, all in all, the good guys won.
That's crazy. So, the craziest part, which you won't believe about the story, is that, like, Frank kept texting me. Like, he continued to text me. And I was like, oh, I think he actually was flirting with me that whole time. Like, he was actually flirting with me. He was, like, texting me saying, like, wow, like, you were so cute in this specific video. He's like, apparently he's watching me for years, okay? He's just been absolutely watching me for years, thinks I'm just very cute. Asked me to go to dinner with him? Like, I didn't even know FBI agents were allowed to do that. And I was just like, I mean, we can go as friends, but I'm in this, like, long-term committed relationship. And in fact, speaking of that, Noel's like, who are you texting all the time? And I said, no, it's okay. It's just my FBI agent friend.
I just think that's pretty great.
Like, the FBI is on my side. You have nothing to worry about. And Noah's like, who the fuck is Frank? Who the fuck is Frank? And like, it's chill. It's chill. It's just my FBI guy.
It makes me feel like comforted.
Those are actually so good. Now, I know some people are worried about, like, I don't know, just like the people on the internet saying mean things to me. But for every mean thing that a person's saying about me, I got Frank in the DMs telling me I'm cute, that I'm sexy, that he likes my hair, that my eyes are beautiful, that my smile is gorgeous.
Whoops. But yeah.
I just want you to know Frank is in my DMs with a compliment, okay? The FBI is really on my side, and that's really the story. That's really the story.
But, okay, let's take one more bite. Let's do a good bite, you know? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's go. Wait. One more. I'm about to like hit that point where I'm like, oh. In the past, I could definitely probably eat about half more of this. Look at all that. So now, let's put it back in the container so I can have leftovers.
So I think I'm gonna be done with this. Like, it was really good. It could have been better with some shrimps. I don't love the texture of a shrimp, but do love to eat it. But I think I'm just gonna save this. Like, this was a cute little moment. Now I can have like a little like leftover lunch, breakfast, something or another moment later. But this was a cute dinner moment. And by dinner, I mean, I definitely am filming this at lunchtime. This is definitely lunchtime. Also, this is a new fork. Look at how long the handle is. So long. So long.
Today, I've really just been like hyper focused on just getting stuff done that I really want to get done. And yeah, I don't know. I've had a really good day today. I hope you guys have as well. So I feel like I ate a really decent amount, but that's how much is still left. It's a lot. And look how cute this fork is. Look how long the handle is. We got new silverware. The best silverware I have ever seen in my life. It's so cute. All right, now I have to clean off my table. Thank you guys so much for having lunch with me. I truly, truly enjoy it.
But yeah, I've been also just like getting a lot of groceries lately because it's like, I don't want to order takeout too much, you know?
We got 2 more broccolis. Like, we stocked up, y'all. Got some radishes because I love radish. Carrots. Got ourselves some apples. Some mandarins, which some people call them cuties, some people call them clementines. I don't know.
I know also there's been some concern about that, but I just like don't want to order too much takeout. But yeah, now I have a cute little leftover moment. And that's that. I think that's all I have now. That's all I had time for. But I hope you enjoyed this little story time moment. If you want to hear more story times, like, I love telling stories. So just let me know if you enjoyed it and I'll do more for you.
A few moments later.
Because this title isn't clickbait. Sometimes when I'm exaggerating, I say this isn't clickbait, but I'm not exaggerating, right? And like, this isn't clickbait. My FBI agent really did block me. Like a little mukbang situation type of deal moment. And today we're eating 2 of my favorite things. Well, let's be honest, I don't really like pizza. But, like, it can be good. I don't really like it, though. And, like, if I had to choose anything to eat, I wouldn't actively choose pizza.
So this is not a lie. I honestly do not care for pizza. You can ask anybody in my life. I truthfully do not care for pizza, like, at all. But I think it might be because of the marinara sauce. I'm not really into it. If I have to, I'll eat some pizza, but honestly, I don't care for it.
But yeah, here we are. And honestly, pizza, oh my god, I hope this doesn't like fall off. Honestly, pizza like, is so much better left over. It's kind of like chili, where it's just, like, better when it's left over. You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to be drinking a Diet Coke, which is just, like, a staple. Like, it's a staple on my channel. So good. And today I just like also want to let you know I have banana chips, plantain chips. I'm kind of like obsessed with them right now. Yeah, so good.
Welcome to a new video.
Hey.
Okay, so we have plantain chips.
No.
Which I'm obsessed with. Which I got here.
I don't give a fuck about your plantain chips. Where was my intro music? Where was my intro music? Yeah, you make me kinda nervous. Ain't trying to yeah. Whoa. Morning, drink my morning coffee. Do. You can come and watch me drink my morning coffee.
We have a mukbang. We have plantain chips, which I'm obsessed with, which I got from Trader Joe's, and a pizza I got from Trader Joe's, which is literally just garlic, pesto, and cheese. So, oh my god, I'm so pumped, so excited. And a Diet Coke, which...
Ooh, not the caffeine free. Not the caffeine free.
There we go.
What's the point of a Diet Coke if it's caffeine free?
There you go. Plantain chip. So good.
So good. Yeah, man. So I'm like so obsessed with those right now. Today I gotta give you a follow-up because like a lot of y'all thought I was lying about my FBI agent, and like I'm really not. Like I know y'all thought it was like so ridiculous, and I have like a whole long story about it. I'm gonna read some of our DMs because this title isn't clickbait. Sometimes when I'm exaggerating, I say this isn't clickbait, but I'm not exaggerating, right? And like this isn't clickbait. My FBI agent really did block me, and I just want to talk about it, but let me take a bite of this pizza first. Yeah. I also just want to say, like, ooh, yikes. It's a makeup-free day for me. Okay, just so you know, makeup-free.
Well, I am an absolute yikes person. I was gonna say a hot mess, but everyone says that I say that too much, so. But being all serious, I did just wake up, so I do look a little crazy, and I'm sure you guys can tell.
Not putting any makeup on today.
Today's gonna be a free makeup type of day because I've been wearing makeup every day for like a week now, and my face needs to breathe.
Okay, so like, first of all, let me prove that it's real, okay? Let me prove a few things that are real. First of all, I'm gonna put up a screenshot right here, and the screenshot, take a look at it while I take this bite. So the screenshot shows me, I was supposed to go on the day that the FBI agent reached out to me. I was supposed to go see my friend Shay. And you can see what I said to my friend Shay. Listen, I'm gonna be, well, let me read it. I said, I'm gonna be late. I just took a call with the FBI. I wish this was clickbait, but I am 100% being honest and not just making up a reason for why I have to be late. So honestly, like, it's very clear that I, like, had plans that day and they got interrupted because Frank reached out to me.
Hello, I'm FBI Special Agent Frank.
Yeah. So anyways, Frank reached out to me that day. The other piece of proof I have is a picture of his business card that he left with Noel's brother's ex-girlfriend's brother. Yeah, and that's right here. You can take a look. I mean, the details are all there. So I don't know why you all don't think it's true. I mean, if I wanted to make up a story to be entertaining, like, don't you think it would have been, like, more entertaining? You know, like, I think I could lie better than that. I think I could. I don't get it. Like, every single thing, people think I'm lying about it. And if I have proof that shows I'm not lying, then I'm going to show you the proof. And if I don't have the proof, I'm not going to show it. So in this case, I had the proof, you know? So with all that being said, there have been some developments with my FBI agent. He did in fact block me. I'm kind of like really upset about it because it's like, how am I supposed to prove that you're real if you're gonna block me? You know? It's just like, you're supposed to help me. Is the FBI legally allowed to block people? I don't know.
And usually when it doesn't deliver, it means you're blocked. So I sent her a message and I said, so you considered me your client, but now you're just ignoring me. You told me I can text you when I needed anything. If you didn't want to continue helping me, it would have been nice if you would have told me. So when I sent that text, I was like, please send. It didn't send. So she blocked me. So then I ended up going to the original Instagram and sending her that the same message, and she hasn't replied. I'm confused on why she blocked me, but honestly, the only thing I can think of, because we had great correspondence, like she was super helpful, and I was like any other client, asking for help and doing the advice that she told me. I think the one thing that really got to her was just the comments.
I don't know. Yeah, I did that.
I did that. I did that.
Here's what happened, okay? This is where I'm gonna read you the messages, like straight from my phone.
I'm gonna be reading some messages and doing a little bit of a backstory to kind of get you guys to understand. But no, there will be no name dropping. I'm not gonna be saying her name. I'm not gonna be saying her anything. Instagram name, nothing. Like, it doesn't need to be said because I don't want people to find her, attack her, find her, or be like, good job.
I'm gonna read so you know exactly what happened. There won't be any questions about if it's real or not, because this is coming from my phone. It's like coming from my messages right here. Now, I'm not gonna dox him. I'm not gonna share any information about him that I wouldn't share otherwise. Like, I don't want y'all to go seek him out, harass him, block him, be mean to him, blame him, congratulate him. I don't want you to do anything with him. So we're gonna read this, okay? We're gonna read my messages between me and him.
So I replied and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. I love all the advice you can give. I said that because I was like, oh my god, this is like so amazing.
But basically, I messaged him, okay? I messaged him and I said, what advice do you have for me? Because I was like, I need to know, like, as a professional, like, as a legally licensed professional FBI agent, like, what advice do you have for me? And so it was kind of interesting because his first message after I asked, like, what advice do you have for me? His first message to me was, let's start with dinner and I can buy you a nice lasagna. And I was like, well, first of all, lasagna is better the day after. Like, leftover lasagna is so good. It's like literally like chili, you know?
But let's dive into this. Leftover lasagna is a lot like leftover chili. It always tastes better. Oh my god, this is so good. I'm so cheesy.
But I was like, that's interesting. But then I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I need to make it clear to him that, like, I'm not interested in a romantic thing, right? Because it kind of kept feeling. I told you this in the last video. I thought it was kind of weird because it's like it kind of felt like he was flirting with me, and that didn't seem very professional. So I said, okay. Well, Noel's been asking a lot of questions about you. I don't know. Honestly, Noel, very suspicious of this whole thing. Noel's kind of like y'all. Was kind of like, is this real? Is this really happening? And I'm like, yeah. I literally had to show Noel the FBI agent's business card, you know? I said, Noel's been asking a lot of questions about you, and I keep just telling him that you're just like my FBI agent, you're trying to help me out, that you're trying to help me find this person. He said, I get it, and I want to keep things professional, but also you are cute.
I think it was, a few hours later, I said, would it be easier to text? I never give my number out, so this would be weird for me, LOL. I'm gonna have to trust you with it. I'm assuming I'm now your client and you're my dietitian, so this is professional, I would say, because I wanted this to be professional. I did not want it to, like I said, to just be some random person. Well, it really is random, but when you physically go to a dietitian, that's also random. This person's a stranger to you. So I just wanted to make this as legit as possible.
Which then I was like, sir, like, are we gonna find this person or not? Like, I was like, is it appropriate? Like, does everybody's FBI agent tell them that they're cute? I mean, let's be very honest, I am. And originally when he was saying it, it was like in context, right? Because like the person was saying that I was bloated, that I was fat, that whoever, whatever. So I was like, okay, context is important. He's telling me that because he wants me to know that I am in fact not fat or bloated, which, like, true, but... So I said, okay, but I just need your help finding the person who said I was bloated and had a BMI issue. I was like, let's get back on track, Frank. Let's keep it together. And he said, I encourage my clients to take baby steps and to do what works for them.
In general, I always encourage my clients to take baby steps and find what works for them.
I was like, okay, so like what are those baby steps? So I said, okay, yeah, let's take some small steps to find the person. I was like, okay, well, tell me what that step is. Like, is that a lasagna dinner? Is that the step we're taking? Lasagna dinner? Also, if y'all could see what was holding up this plate to have it angled like that, you would die. You would die. That's like a whole other story time for another time. But if y'all could see it, you would die. So, anyways, I tell him, I say, Frank, like, let's take some small steps. Like, what's next? Like, I want to find this person. And his only response was, okay, cutie. So then I said, you know what? I like to know that who I'm talking to is real.
Oh, when I saw that, because I have had people fake being companies, just faking who they were. I've had this happen so many times before. You can ask Becky, she's been there to see it all. So I went to her Instagram because that's what I do. If you're gonna tell me you're someone, I'm gonna go check that ish out and I'm gonna see if you're being honest with me. So I went to her Instagram and she was 100% being honest. Her whole feed is her. She's absolutely beautiful. You can tell she's fit and she eats healthy. And one of the photos was actually her with her certificate. She was considered like an RD dietitian. I don't really know, I don't know code words, I don't know like the actual wording for this, but she was legally a dietitian.
I like need to know that they mean business. So I started looking. I like started searching Facebook, Instagram, literally just typing in FBI agent Frank so-and-so, 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 because like I know his full name, right? I'm not gonna tell you that. And so I find his Instagram page. You guys, my FBI agent had a wife. Like, I shit you not, he's full-on married to a woman. So I was like, Frank, Frank, I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said, okay, I did some searching and you have a wife? Why are you flirting with me? And that was it. That was it. That was the ban. After that, I couldn't talk to him. None of my texts went through. He blocked me. He blocked my number. I was just like, this is so weird. Like, aren't you legally obligated to talk to me? Like, I'm just trying to get the details, the facts. I just want to know what's going on. And you blocked me? So the worst part about all of this is there's some person out there that still thinks I'm fat and bloated.
It is a guy, and I know his full name. I know where he lives.
And like, he did tell me where this person lived, but I wanted to know like, what were we gonna do about it, right? He told me what this person's name was, where they lived, whoever, whatever. But I wanted to know what is the next step to deal with that. So now here we are. here we are.
Yeah. And I just think it's unfair as well. As much as I respected her, I just think it's unfair that she didn't message me and say maybe this isn't a good fit or something. But instead she blocked me. And I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this video, but I'm just like, I really wanted to share it with you guys because I was following what she was telling me to do, and now I just feel like, screw it. I just feel kind of defeated in a way. I'm completely shocked, and I don't know. It's really weird to me. I don't understand what happened. You guys have to watch what you say. I've seen so many people who are just like, I wish Becky and Ricky and Eric will just leave Amberlynn so she can be alone.
I'm eating pizza alone with some plantain chips. And I don't even have an FBI agent anymore. And I kind of blame y'all, honestly, because y'all didn't trust me, y'all didn't believe me. I feel like really the reason he was behaving that way is because of y'all. I feel like y'all put the pressure and was saying that I was lying, that he wasn't real, and then he just like blocked me. I think it's your fault. I really do. I really think it's everybody's fault in the comments. Like, if it wasn't for those comments, like, I think he'd still be here. I would. I do. But anyways, I think I'm full. I don't think I can eat any more of this, but I appreciate y'all coming and listening to my story time. I'm glad it's out there that, you know, we can talk honestly about these things with one another. I really appreciate it.
There's people out there who want to see me miserable and want to see me alone, and honestly sometimes you're gonna win, but sometimes you aren't, and in this case you have won. I no longer have a dietitian. Woo! Yay! Everyone was right. Amberlynn doesn't have a dietitian. Sorry, I'm just like, I don't know. It sucks. It's whatever. I think maybe I should just go to one in person, truly try to find one, because like I said, I was trying to find one and I couldn't. Maybe I can just go to cities or towns that are farther away from me. I don't really know. I don't know. It's just unfair that people have to be so mean in the comments to create so much like weird vibes towards certain people, and it's frustrating for sure. I'm sure there's gonna be so many haters out there who are like, Amberlynn, this was your fault, you were too needy. Bish, like, that's what it is. Like, she was a 24/7 like dietitian, and I was just like messaging her as she messages me, and I was just like, you know, I need help. Like, this is the truth, and I want you to answer the questions that I don't know the answers to, or that I think I know the answers to. She never once told me I messaged her too much or vice versa. Like, it was very just like an easy flowing conversation, and she sent me large, huge paragraphs. So I feel like if I was annoying her or anything, she wouldn't have done that. But then the minute like the YouTube comments started, she completely wanted nothing to do with me. And it makes me sad for her, because it's like, maybe she's hurting from said comments, but what about me? You kind of just left me in the dark. I'm just over here like, what?
What are they selling? Chocolate! They're selling what? Chocolate! I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it.
A few moments later.
So randomly one day, Becky came home with a foosball tabletop. So she's gonna put it together and we're gonna try playing it. Do you think it's gonna be easy to put together?
Yeah, there's instructions. I'm a pro at it because whenever I went to Christian school, this is what we did. We got 3 breaks a day, and every break we were out there playing foosball.
Like in real life?
It was like a big gigantic table.
Oh,
That you
okay.
stand up and do.
So can you play foosball in real life? Like with your actual feet?
That's called soccer.
Stop.
You're not playing foosball, Bobby. Foosball is the devil.
Her sister's actually at a soccer game. She plays soccer. I remember when I used to play soccer. I played soccer and softball when I was like 10 and 11, and I loved it. Honestly.
She plays legit soccer.
Hey, I played legit soccer.
This is like scholarship
looking for.
Okay, I was freaking
soccer.
10. Like, calm down.
She plays for travel soccer too. She has to travel all over the place.
Are you saying I didn't play true soccer?
I mean, you probably did, but I mean, like,
did. Like,
her
we had
soccer is
to-
like intense.
Yeah,
Like,
I had to travel. I mean, of course it's intense for her now. She's in high school. Like,
she's gonna travel to like different cities. Like, she's gotta go to Alabama. She's gotta go to South Florida.
I had to go to different cities. I was in a group home at the time, and my dad and my aunt, who's now in heaven, and my grandma, who's now in heaven, all three of them would come and visit me during the days where I had soccer, and it was awesome. I remember we were the blue team. I forgot what we were called though. You want to end the vlog for us?
Sure.
Okay.
In the words of Ron Burgundy, stay classy, San Diego.